Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Fields. And again back to Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown, Chicago! Khalil Herbert, 50 yards. And the Bears need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Alexander Madison. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins steps away to his left. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. On second and very short, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. Cousins will try and throw. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 34 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on theirs.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. A final shot before the break. Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. And
this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2nd and 9. On play action, Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Open man is Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Handoff for Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. On the move past the 40. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down and 3. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
All eyes on Fields. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percent.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert once more. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive. Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Nick her.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. It's a 2nd down run with, and oh, it coughed it up, and this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to roam now. And they bring this one back, a fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Hurt's going to take this himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run behind center with Gainwell. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. They'll turn to Sanders. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. These two teams all tied after one. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Fields on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run. It's Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Fields. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Fields going to keep it once more. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fields now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally on that.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 54 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Fletcher Cox. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll roll him out right. And the pressure gets to him again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Looking to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They snap it to Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Fields being chased out left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. Touchdown! Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney. And the Bears have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 65 yards. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Herbert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a first down throw. Fields. Open man is Komet, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. And again, back to Komet. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Herbert is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the... And he loses the football a second time. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here's Sanders. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Right back to Sanders on first down. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Justin Jones there on the stop. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to try and run. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try.
And this is